we are live, and I'm here just trying to get around to the screen. I've got to jump over a wire or two. So, a very good afternoon, or morning, or evening to you. Now, in this live episode, we will be unboxing this box. Now, I have quickly taken a quick nose in it, and I have ripped the labels off the front because obviously it's got my address on it. I do need one weapon, and it's not the model which you were expecting. It's also not the model which I was expecting, to be honest. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about expecting models, is that we had this little bit of a chit chat yesterday in the RC coffee chat, and howdy, if I wasn't a clickbait title, I know, Daniel, it's really bad, isn't it? But unboxing a what, in short. Now, I would have loved to have been stood in front of you this evening to unbox an SU35, but we had that conversation yesterday. Unfortunately, you cannot buy multiple models at the same time from Hobby King, which was a bit frustrating. So I would have loved to have been stood here in front of you and going, oh, look at my Rare Bear, and oh, look at the SU35, but we're not going to be doing that. Instead, we've got a different model, which I kind of forgot was on the way to us, and it's been and turned up this morning. Now, apologies, I can't actually see your live chat. I've tried quickly looking on the phone, can't see the chat on there, so that's a bit of a fail. So I will be nipping across to the camera in a few moments' time to answer any questions which you've got. Now, to give you a heads up, it's not the kind of typical model which we normally have here. We normally like them fast and a little bit loud. But with that said, let's get straight into this one, because I'm sure you want to see what's in the box, because I'm kind of curious. I've had a quick nose. Now, the box was a little bit banana shaped, to say the least. Now, it does come with some stickers which have stuck rather well. It's a pink colour. That might give you an inclination on what we've got in this box. So let's go and stick those out of the way, because I do like stickers, but I do tend to stick them on not the models which they were meant for. In fact, let me just make a point to you, and you're going to have to excuse me crossing in front of the camera. Many of you know the F3 Sky Shadow, and I hope that's coming out alright for you. Look at that! That is the F3 Shadow wing, and I've been and put the Wing Z84 stickers on it, and it's come out super, well, really nice. So we'll be taking this one out to the flight line tomorrow. And by the way, if you've got any questions, please do ask right now. And remember, to give you a heads up, we are recording this on an iPad in my office, so the audio quality is not going to be fantastic, but the video quality should be a lot better. In fact, I'm just going to turn you around, so that's probably a little bit better for you just there, isn't it? Lee says, you said 10 minutes, 5 minutes ago, my feed said, missed the start. So we've only just been and got started. So howdy Lee and howdy James. And obviously, if you're watching the recorded version, it's just a couple of chaps, probably a lady as well. We're here at the desk unboxing some models, a model should I say. So I'm going to get back to the desk right now, and let's get this one open up and we can take a quick look at it. Now, if you've just been and woken up, we have been on the flight line pretty much all day, to be honest. I've come back and I've caught up with your messages, which are all the comments which you've been leaving, and been catching up in the Facebook group. And I came home and I asked the missus, oh, was anything delivered today? She says, yeah, big box. Like, get in. That means it's model porn. Obviously this channel does probably need an 18 rating on it. But that said, let's get her open and see what we've got here. Well, we've also, oh, they're cool. Hello. How cool is that? We'll probably be sticking those on the front. Anyway, let's check those down there out of the way. What else have we got in this box? And that's why I grabbed the knife, because that's it, and there's like some landing gear in here as well. So let's move the box out of the way. Got some landing gear. Doesn't look half bad, to be honest. Anyway, let's get into the wings. I can already tell, well, you can probably also tell as well, this is going to be quite a large wingspan model. These wings are quite long. Now, I do kind of know what the model is, and I'll let it slip what it is in a moment. I think it's an older model which has been out for a while, and it's probably came out 2013, something like that. and it's not like the typical model which we've seen here before. Well, we've seen similar models like this before, but I'm kind of looking forward to flying it, to be honest, and I really do hope it's going to be a nice quick build for us for on the flight line. So let's get it open. Now, first impressions, unfortunately I can see the line in the EPO phone, so we'll take a closer look at that in a moment and see what's... Oh, that's why we can see there's a line. I'll show you that on the camera in just a moment. Oh, fantastic. What was it? There was the XUAV clouds which turned up here, and they blooming glued in the wing spar on the top, which meant you couldn't run any electronics down the wing, which was very, very annoying. In this case, all they've done is just stuck a bit of masking tape in on top, so we can get in there for the wing spar. So I'm just going to have a quick nose. Now, first impressions, the EPO moulding, because it's white EPO foam. It's not actually rinsed in mould release. The what was it? The Micro Sky Munter. Those come to you and they're all greasy, where they've put so much mould release on the foam. This isn't the case with this one at all. Yeah, straightforward wing spar, and I absolutely love it. They haven't been glued this in. Well, number one, because it'd be a raw pain in the rear for the servo, which goes in the aileron, and number two, it does give us some flexibility. Now, I have been and spotted one negative. Let me bring this round to the camera so I can see if any questions which you've been asking, and also show you this wing as well. Now, let's look at the... Excuse me, crossing the camera. Let me put this over here on there for you. Can you see that line all the way along there? Which, yeah, that's better. That's actually the hinge for the aileron down there underneath. And if we take this out, we'll then see up underneath we've got the run for the servo wire to get into the main body of the fuselage. But I've also noticed just on here, I don't know if you can see it, it's just there. It looks like we're going to have those really crappy control horns where you glue onto the surface only, and you don't have the bit of stuff going through the foam. Yeah, we won't be using whatever they've been provided us, because I really don't like those, and I strongly suggest you don't use those ones which you just glue onto the top. Instead, we'll use our own control horns which go all the way through the foam. And howdy Elijah, by the way. Skylark, not a Bix 2. It has separate ailerons flaps, so yeah, no flaps on this one. Howdy Ruds as well. Yep, we will get to that in a second, fella. Let's move that across. We have a spar of some form in here. Looks like glass fibre, to be honest. So anyway, two wings now. I already know what this model is. It's a... Let's get this right. It was written on there. It was written on the box. Yeah, Skywalker. It's a Skywalker Sirius, which is a model which is, like I said, it's a little bit of an older one now, but it hasn't done the rounds in quite a while. It does come with some landing gear. To be honest, I won't be sticking that on there, so we might as well file it immediately. The wingspan is 1.5 meters, which is a fair old wingspan, to say the least, and so it should be rather big and rather floaty. Now, some of you may already know Skywalker for the mini Skywalker, an absolute fantastic little model to chuck around and have some fun with. I'm just pulling the masking tape off. And remember, you are catching me live. You've seen me unbox it so far. Unfortunately, we do have a few dents in here. The box itself had a few slaps, to say the least, in transit. Now, when it comes to dented and broken models which turn up in the post, do keep in mind, back in your mind, it is kind of 50-50. If it does turn up and it's knackered, it is half the fault of the person who sent it, or the company which sent it, and also half the fault of the courier, or maybe couriers, which it's taken to get to you. So do keep in the back of your mind that that box was shaped like a banana, but then it's probably been through 3 or 4 couriers on and off countless vans in an aeroplane and things like that. So to be honest, it's a complete wonder it actually turns up with us in one piece half the time. But anyway, a couple of little dents on the fuselage. Besides that, looks pretty good so far. Nice horizontal fin. We do have, and again that won't come out on the iPad very well, but there is a line in there for a carbon rod by the looks of it, to be put all the way across. Let's take we'll look at the parts in a moment. We get some plywood, which is happy days. I've got wood here, and let's open this up and see what we've got in here. And I'm kind of curious because it looks like, yeah, the fuselage is in 2 pieces, which makes making it a lot blooming easier, if that makes sense, because you'll be able to run the wires down and not have to faff, and you can take your time with the build if you're that way inclined. Now, I'm already thinking for glue to put this model together, because we will need some play time to put the 2 halves of the fuselage together. That Yoo-hoo Piss Poor will be the perfect glue for this, because we do get 20 minutes plus play time with it. So I'm just getting this one open, and again, let me just put this into perspective for you. It's probably just over 1 metre long, the fuselage. There's more tape holding this on, and it is a pusher. And I hope, yes, we do have a motor mount included in here. I'm just going to open this up so we can have, oh, there's still another bit of bloody tape in here. Right, that fuselage area is of a decent size. Now, I am already thinking, can I fit a 5200 4S pack in there? And the answer is probably, yeah, I can, although that's might be a little bit overkill for this model. There is a carbon or glass fibre rod which runs up through the tail of the model, which runs up through there. So I'm guessing that's supposed to sit in there like that, and then we've got space here for our wires to go out to our elevator and our rudder. So there must be 2 slots back. Yeah, there is. There's 2 slots back here. There's one here for the rudder on the right hand side of the model, and then also round this side, and I can already see that I'm going to have to dig some foam out to make a normal size servo fit in there. For a servo there. Now, that is a bit frustrating. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, and again, it gives me a chance to come back round to the camera and see what your chat is. If you have a look at that, I don't know, is that alright on the camera? Yeah, look, we're definitely going to need to cut some foam out on that one, so to fit even like a normal size servo in there. Howdy, Jamie, by the way. Is this the trainer you ordered? I don't know. It's not the trainer one, put it that way. So, yeah, we've got some other models on the way to us at the moment. So, yeah, that is a bit odd. We are going to need to get the Stanley blade out. And also, on the and there's those little dents which I mentioned about, which is, to be honest, not the end of the world. And then if we turn it around the opposite side, the dent in there, the recess for the elevator servo is definitely not deep enough at all, so we're going to have to get the craft knife out for that one. As for the fuselage area, well, wings go straight through there. We've got a nice motor mount. Let me turn it upside down so you can actually see what's going on. There we go. So that's upside down at the moment. Looks like the wires go in over the top. Let's have a quick look. Oh, Jamie, go for it. Go and burn some batteries, fella. We've got a little spot on the top of here. I'm guessing that's for where the ESC goes, so we get maximum airflow over the top of it. There goes the rod. Inside that is a fair size fuselage, which we've got in there as well. Yeah, that's just a big hole. Yeah, absolutely. Now I've lost that rod. Let's get that one back. And let's quickly put this one together. Now this will be a quick episode. We do get some plywood with this model. I presume battery, motor mount, and some other bits and bobs. It's not going to be a hard build by any stretch of the imagination. It's only going to be a quickie, to say the least. I'm only going to use some Yoo-hoo Pour on it, stick it together. I'm not going to laminate it, to be honest. What I will do, and a big tip for you actually, is the leading edges of your wings, is that even if you just put some clear sellotape along the leading edge, that will help the model with will help the leading edge when you're landing in grass and things like that. It definitely does help it, and saving getting big dents in it, and yeah, it's really simple to do. So I will be putting a bit of sellotape down the leading edge. We do get some wood with it as well. Looks like we have like a little platform which goes in there somehow or other. Again, no instructions have come with the model at all. But it's not really that hard at all. What else do we get in the goodies box? Oh, we've got some good glue. Well, sorry, I need to rephrase that. We've been and got some glue. Looks like it's exactly the same stuff. Let's crack it open and see what it's like. The reason why I'm cracking it open, I had some glue a couple of days back, and it was like rubber. It had pretty much... Yeah, that's the good Chinese stuff, which should be banned. So yeah, some decent glue. Won't be using that. I'll be using some Yoo-Hoo Pour on mine. Again, I kind of trust that to hold the model together. We get some control horns. We get some servo leads. What else do we get in it? Yeah, you do get the little connectors, and let me just show you these, because I need to make a point of these, because I really suggest that you don't use them in your models. So let me just bring this round so I can stand next to you so you can see what we've got here. So that is the type of control horn which I'm talking about here. It's the ones with the little forks on the end which you then poke into the phone. Don't use these, they're utter crap, so chuck them away. Instead use some decent quality control horns, the ones which actually go through the actual foam themselves. So I've used that as a reference. You want it to actually go through the actual surface itself, and you've got a binding thing on the top as well. No, also they don't come with a back plate either, so yeah, doubly crap from all sides of it. So don't use those little poking ones. I've got some here down in the box underneath the workbench, but I'll be putting my own ones in there. Mainly because they trust and they never come out. Yeah, or drill holes in a plate on the opposite side. Yeah, absolutely. You could use an ID card for that as well. Yeah, good for the bin. Yeah, there's one over there on the floor now somewhere. I won't be using them on this model. And to be honest, that's the only thing which I can say bad about this. It was the Skywalker Sirius. It's... Whoa. Apologies. Like I said, this is being recorded live, and we leave all things which perhaps should be edited out in a recorded version in. So, it's not going to be particularly fast. It's not going to be rag the nuts off standard, but with a 1.5 meter wingspan, let's see if we can just jam these wings in it just to give you an idea, and that's probably already gone off your screen, is, I don't think that it was bad value for money, to be honest, but considering well, it's going to fall in half, sorry, it's not taped together. It's a 1.5 meter wingspan, it's got a dihedral in it, we've got elevator, rudder and ailerons, nice and straightforward, we've got a pusher motor at the back, and the hole on it is absolutely massive. You'll be able to fit, yeah, you would get a 35, 36 motor in there, probably even bigger, but you would be restrained on the size of the prop which you can push around on it. It's not rag the nuts off standard for mental, and it's not a flying wing, but what it was bloody cheap, in short. I think I paid $36, something like that, off Banggood. Now obviously after this episode's been finished, is that I'll go back and I'll update the video description with a link, and again, for absolute clarity, and I want to make a big point of this, this model was bought out of my own money for my own abuses, and the reason why I bought this one is because Dave, or Balsa Dave, one of the lads which we fly with, and we were actually flying with him today on the flight line, he's got himself a Bixler 2, I think, and they're considerably more money than what I paid for this one. So like I said, I think I paid, off the top of my head, might be wrong, I think I paid about $36 for this one, and I will put a link to it in the video description. It will be an affiliate link, so if you use that link you will be supporting the YouTube channel. And anyway, my point being is I've seen Dave the last couple of times is just pottering around with a big floaty glider, and I kind of fancy that, to be honest. So I've bought one, it was super cheap. Like I said, what's $36 in pounds? We'll say 30 quid. There we go. 1.5 meter wingspan and some masking tape. Model, which had some crappy control horns, to be fair, which is not unheard of with RC models. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest, and I'm just going to set it up, stick an FPV camera on the front and go for a potter around, you know. take the mini drag up for a good spank around and go and take that one out to go and recover from taking the mini drag up for a spank around. Yeah, I was just looking for something cheap and something to float around with, and for $36, give or take a few cents or whatever it was, I thought it was cheap as chips. Mouldings, not too bad on it at all. Had a few dents from delivery. Like you said, those boxes always get chucked around on the way to us. And frankly, not bad. I'm quite happy that I paid $36. Now, with that said, it is time for me to wrap up. I am going to come over there to the iPad with you. If you've got any questions about this model, please just ask. And like I said, I will update the video description after we finish this live episode. And obviously, if you're watching the recorded version, I've probably updated the video description for you. So that's down underneath this video. This is the first time I've been and seen it. And do keep in the back of your mind, I did buy this one out of my own money. And I've got absolutely no idea what it's going to fly like at all. And also, that's actually a big point, is that we always hold off final judgment until we get it in the sky, because as we found, unfortunately, I've got another one over there, which is that actually the more I've been and flown it, the more I don't really like it, to be brutally honest. And you're going to find out about that one in a later episode, and you might get the brunt of it from the flight line tomorrow morning, because I'm not taking it with me again. But hey ho, let me get across to that iPad for you. Now, if you do have a question, now is the time to ask. If not, I'm going off. It's tea time here in the United Kingdom. And of course, if you have any questions afterwards, please do just ask in the comments section underneath this video. Rob says, are you going to put an APM in it? No, I won't be. Mark, excuse me, you'll enjoy some nice long flights. Yeah, absolutely, in that one. Lag again, apologies Lee. We are actually running a Wi-Fi connection on here, so it should be pretty seamless. Apologies if you've got any lag there locally with you. Like I said, it's the Skywalker Sirius. I think it cost me $36. In fact, let's have a quick, I have my food Fridays tomorrow. Yeah, it's bank holiday weekend here in the United Kingdom. We will be live from the flight line tomorrow morning at some point, just like we were today. Now, obviously, if you're new here, we do live flight line chat. Literally catch us on the flight line pretty much every time we go out flying, to be honest. So look out for those live episodes. They're genuinely good fun, and you might see us stuff it in a hedge. Anyway, when in the morning, Thomas, it could be 8 o'clock in the morning, it could be 10 o'clock in the morning. All I can say to you right now is that it will be tomorrow morning for it. So yeah, looking forward to that tomorrow. I'm taking a whole different set of models with me tomorrow. And I'll probably have I'll catch up with you tomorrow, those of you who've been following us along, about the one which isn't really in my good books at the moment. We'll have a chit chat about that one from the flight line. So anyway, that was the Skywalker Sirius. It literally turned up, all I did here was just take the labels off the box. Sorry Mark, I do apologise. We're just interested. That's the thing, keep in the back of your mind, okay, is that we never really know what these models are like until someone either goes and gets bought, somebody goes and buys them, or gets given one for a review. Now, personally speaking, Mark, and is that I made the decision quite a long time ago is to do this. Go and buy that a model, whether it's the Skywalker Sirius or maybe the Cloud Raptor, which is down there. That should be flying with us tomorrow. I haven't flown that one yet, so we got that one for a maiden tomorrow. So I've been buying these models out of my own money to find out if they're any good, and I can then give you wholehearted, honest reviews because I've been and spent my own money on them, in short. So I think it's a nice way of getting into RC, and then you know blatantly if it's any good or not, because if Mac turns up and says it's fantastic, it probably is fantastic. Talking of fantastic, those of you which are in the Facebook group, the little flying blade wing, that was absolutely brilliant, and unfortunately I cooked the motor on it, and I've just put an RS 2205 2600 kV motor with a tri-blade on the back of it, so we will be chucking that one out for a damn good ragging on the flight line tomorrow. Now you can obviously see I've spent a lot of time taping that on there and to get a seamless finish. But hey ho, as long as it keeps the ESC down, that's all that matters. Anyway, that one probably won't be ready for tomorrow's, but it might be ready over the weekend, and hopefully we'll see it flying sometime shortly. So with that said, I sincerely hope that, in fact I'm going to go around to this side so you can see me on the camera. With that said, I would like to say thank you for joining me here live to watch this unboxing. This is the Skywalker Sirius. Like I said, I'll update the video description with the details. As far as I'm concerned, it's pretty cheap. My expectations are pretty low, to be honest, and I only want it for pottering around in. I'm not going to go overboard. I'm not going to stick a stupid motor in the back. I just want something to potter around with, something which I don't particularly care that much about, and also something which I won't be gluing these wings in, because it would make it damn awkward to get to the flight line. So I will be doing my best to ensure that I can take the wings off so I can stick the fuselage, both of the wings, in the flight bag and just take it to the flight line. It's not going to be, again, I don't really do build episodes, to be honest. I find them a little bit frustrating. I do like other people's build videos, I hasten to add. I love other people's build videos because they will take the time and the effort and the energy to create them and annotate those for you. Whereas for me, if I'm going to do a build video, if you look back on my YouTube channel, we're going to sit here for about an hour and we're going to go and get the model put together. But that's not really for me. So with that said, I'm going to go now. I am going to get a couple of servos out. I'm only going to be using the Tara Pro MG90S servos on there. I do need to work out what size propeller I can put on the back of this one, so then I can work out which motor I need to put on it. But all in all, $36 or whatever it was I paid for it. It was cheap. It's going to be a great pottering around model. Kind of looking forward to it. It came with some stickers. Life's good, you know. No manual, no bloody idea at all where the CG is. It's probably a third of the chord of the wing. So what I'll do is I'll just measure the wing here, whatever that is. I'll measure a third, work out what a third is, and I'll use that as the CG, and that'll probably be fine, to be honest. And again, if I'm in any doubt, I'll make it a little tad nose heavy. So yeah, a little FPV potter around model. Kind of looking forward to it, to be honest. And on that note, it really is time for me to go. Thank you for joining me live for this episode. Any questions which you've got, just pop in the comments section underneath this video, and we'll be seeing her flying very shortly, I hope. Kind of looking forward to it. So, time for me to get back to that iPad. Thank you very much for joining me. Daft One, if you have enjoyed this unboxing, do me a favour, press the thumbs up. If you have not, please leave me a comment underneath this video and let me know how I can improve these live ad hoc episodes for you. I would really value your feedback. So with that said, it's time for me to go. If you're out flying today, have a really, really good day's flying. And if it's like me, I've already been out flying today, but no stress. Tomorrow is another flying day. So that is classed as happy days. So, as always, from myself, Matt, cheerios!